Hello, everybody! We are playing some fabulous Misfits today. As always, I am joined by Van from twitch.tv/VanturaV.
That's me in person.
I am joined by Swifty from Swift Crescendo.
Hello.
And I am joined by Yoshi from Ophilis. Both of them can be found at twitch.tv/ their names. Yoshi, you're so fucking quiet all of a sudden. What the hell?
Right?
I don't know. What'd you do to me?
Nothing. You just... Because now you're back to how loud you should be.
I don't know. I'm blaming the cat.
Now you're louder.
Anyway, chat, as always, our interactions with chat are going to be very limited as we will be running through this adventure together. We will mostly respond to you on breaks. But to get back to where we were, the party had stopped in the town of Stratham on their way to Phaedron. And it is here they met a blacksmith who really painted a picture of the difference between the south and the north of Kennex, divided by the desert land. They've learned how few materials they actually have. They've also come across a literal ghost town as they came to a checkpoint that was full of spirits. Yvonne had been given a note by a blacksmith. Alessandra had a mysterious dance partner. And Rex contemplated life quite a bit.
42.
We continue with you all leaving the blacksmith, deciding on your next adventure.
All right, good game, everyone.
Good game, everybody. It's been an absolute honor running Fabulous Misfits. Join us next time as we'll figure out what tabletop we're going to run.
I'm sorry, I had the opportunity.
You did, and you took it, and I respect that. I absolutely, you know me, I respect a good joke.
Oh. All right, so we've left the blacksmith.
Did anyone see what I just did with that coin?
No, I wasn't looking.
I flipped it.
Oh. It's
well,
not
that's
even,
not supposed to happen.
it's not even straight up. It's on a fucking angle.
That's just how good I am.
Fuck out of me now.
That's just how good I am.
Much.
That's on stream. That's recorded. I did that.
Well, what sucks is the flipping of the coin wasn't, but the way it landed is. Jesus Christ, man.
Is this bug or feature?
I'm just that good.
Anyway.
Okay, here we are defying the laws of physics, apparently.
This terrifies me. I'm just gonna leave it there.
I'm gonna get an ice cream while you figure out what we're doing.
So, you all have left the blacksmith. You are free to start your journey and go wherever you want. You can leave Stratham if you want. You can venture around it a little bit.
I forget. Did we ever get the name of the blacksmith, by the way?
You probably did, and I don't remember what it might have been.
Oh, okay. Out of the book, so... Oh, well.
Alexa, light 100. Hold on, I'm getting 0 tracking on my model.
I have ice cream, so.
Alexa, make me a sandwich.
Leave it to Yoshi to tell a woman to make him a sandwich.
Goddamn.
See, the correct answer there would have been, poof, you're a sandwich.
I like my answer better.
It is also a good answer.
All right. What is the plan?
I thought we were waiting for you.
Can I get a flail?
Yep, I'm back. You probably could.
How much does that cost? Because I don't even know how much money I have because Yvonne has it.
I feel the need to point out, Rec is a literal child.
Yes.
Mhm.
We're talking getting Rec a flail. Which
Yes.
is technically a weapon with a 2, possibly 3-foot chain between a haft and a spike ball, right?
Yes.
Does anyone remember the Night Goblin Maniacs from Warhammer Fantasy?
No.
Because that's what I'm fucking imagining right now.
You would. Fucking nerd. Didn't need you to blow up my fucking single good eardrum. Let's see. So a chain whip, which is the only thing in the flail category in the core book, is 150 zenith. That's the tech fantasy book. I'm not even gonna bother checking that for it.
You do have 150 zenith available.
Well, I was going to say there's actually a flail in the tech fantasy book,
Oh,
but it doesn't say how much it costs. It's just a flail.
It's just a
interesting.
flail.
It's just a flail. It's ball and chain.
Let me see if I can find it.
Let me look at high fantasy.
That's what I'm
Tech
doing.
fantasy only has rare weapons. I really want that Gamera's tail, but that's gonna have to wait.
I mean, it's one of those things. Like it could be the chain whip, but like it doesn't have to be the chain whip. You get me? Like you could have the proper flail. It's just stat wise, it's a chain whip.
I don't know what it could be. Let's make a whip out of the spine of a monster we killed.
I think they missed opportunity for so many bizarre weapons that existed in history for the flail category.
I'd like to point out that we got old Rex back for a moment.
Ah,
That's for like 5 seconds.
there it is.
Obligatory.
So we have a vote for getting a flail.
I'm partially in favor of this just to see what absolute chaos happens.
All right.
As a player, not a character.
So you're going to need to go to a weapon
I'm
shop for that. That's
I'm sure
fine.
Inside, Gavon is screaming internally like, "No, do not give the child a flail!"
Internally, don't do it. Externally, but what will happen?
For science.
It must happen.
But you're able to get into a store and buy a fairly basic flail for 150 zenith. That's fine.
Cool.
So Yosh, yep, subtract 150 from the child's earnings. Also just gonna put this here to remind Yoshi that he has this. Oh wait, Yoshi can't read it yet. Never mind.
Yoshi can't read. That's all I heard.
Neither can I. It's okay.
Yoshi's specifically not reading it yet.
True. The world's your oyster. You guys want to stay in town? You want to leave? This ball is about as in your court as it can get.
I think you drink water.
Hmm.
Okay. So, having secured a flail for the child,
Oh,
is there an inn in town somewhere?
there is not an inn. There are people you could talk to about sleeping accommodations. Should you so choose.
I'm debating, is it worth trying to stay in town, or would we be better off camping in the outskirts?
That is the question now, ain't it?
Something seems sketchy about this town. So I don't know.
The surroundings of the town, is it just bare desert, or are there like copses of trees, or is there an oasis nearby?
As far as you can tell, it's a desert.
Dessert.
Is there like a stand of rocks or something?
No. Not as far as you can see. Welcome to the land of the have-nots.
The land of the lost.
I thought we were doing fantasy, not real life.
That was a fantasy movie.
I think he was talking about what I said.
Yeah.
God, Yosh, not everything's about your Monty Python references.
How Monty Python reference?
How did you forget my rule?
I thought you've seen Land of the Lost.
I have not.
That movie seems so up your alley too.
Yeah, well.
You win some, lose one.
Yep. All right. Clearly, we need to go back to town, find a giant ace pick, and comb the desert.
Man, we ain't found shit.
Okay, enough of these cabby jokes. Part of me really does not want to stay in town, but if there's no good place to set up shelter, we may have to. How late is it right now?
It's probably about midday.
And based on the map, how far is it to the next town towards towards Phaedron?
Next town.
7 days.
Shy of 2 days.
Too far to make that without having adequate shelter preparation. We have food and water, but we can't be guaranteed of shelter. So is this like remind me? Is this like Sahara Desert or Nevada Desert?
I don't know the difference.
Sahara Desert is coarse, grainy sand and rolling dunes. The Nevada deserts are hard-packed dirt. Sahara Desert is normally a little cooler and easier to cross.
So this is definitely looser sand. A bit difficult to cross properly. Definitely on the hotter side, but not as hot as it can get on this continent.
Wouldn't need to worry about sand scoops then. Big sand scoops with loose sand. I'm just trying to think about this logistically. Like, does it make more sense to try to wait till later in the day so we're not dealing with the sun overhead? Or would it be safer in the sun depending on what's out there at night?
That is a good question.
I'm actually going to see if I can find a local merchant to question about the dangers of traveling the desert in day versus night.
Sure enough, you can ask a merchant with ease. They basically tell you, well, the dangers of traveling at night are dark as fuck.
The desert's really cold tonight, too.
Usually, yeah. This one's not the worst yet.
Yeah, but it's easier to protect yourself against the cold of a desert versus the heat of a desert in the sun. Especially when you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
My edict isn't high enough yet to protect us from environmental effects.
They also tell you to watch out for monsters.
That's fine. We
They
fight
say
those
if
all the
monsters are
time.
more active during the day or the night.
There's definitely more daytime active monsters, but there are a few nocturnals hanging around.
Mm.
Okay, let me make some notes here. Hang on.
You are also told to be wary of a name you've already heard,
Captain, what's his name?
Captain Gestal.
Just stall out wherever you are.
Yeah, but toss a coin to your sand pirate. Just
All
doesn't
these.
roll off the tongue. Ah, we lost Swift.
Bye, Swift.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Alright, I'm gonna do a roll real quick. Actually, I should have done 2d10s now that I'm thinking about this. I think these are d10s. Let me throw them in. No, I didn't sing over there.
Yeah, those are D10s.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get them in the thing.
I just hope we didn't like perma lose Swift.
Okay, according to my dice, there is an 85% chance that Swift will come back. Or maybe that's an 85% chance that Swift won't come back. There's an 85% of something.
There's an 85% chance that there's a 15% chance that something's gonna happen.
I was rolling. Yeah, I was just rolling for
trying
the
to
chance
ping her
that
on the side.
Swift comes out.
Oh, okay, I was about to tag her. Well, in the meantime, chat, how are you doing today? Hello, Aaron. Hello, Jade.
Wait. Hang on. Say that again, Swift.
So, fun fact, Steam just decided to log me out.
Oh boy.
Wow.
That's fun.
Hostile?
Yeah.
Do you know
What'd you do to
why?
make it angry?
Please tell me you did not just get hacked. Did you get back in?
I am working on it because I also got a new phone and I have to move Steam Guard over.
Hmm. But while you're doing that, hi Jade, hi Aaron, hi Owlbean, hi everybody who's hiding in chat.
Hi, people. But that's all I got tonight.
Greetings, fellow travelers, to this mighty land.
Okay, let me restart TTS and then that should be good.
See, I needed a flail because I still get the bonus for rolling doubles from the Fury with the flail, but I also can start stealing mind points as a chimerist with the flail.
I'm not sure if I should be concerned or not by this combination of chaos.
So, I can't rejoin.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Is it
Nope.
because you can't get back into Steam or?
No, I'm back in Steam, but I'm not seeing the game in the server browser.
You haven't put them for friends, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to ask a really dangerous question. Is your friends list loading properly?
Well, I just sent her an invite, so.
Hey!
Boy,
We have a Swift. We have a Swift.
time to use one
Welcome back.
Fabula point to change the story. I think.
Okay.
Welcome to the world of the yesterday!
All right, so you know the dangers of traveling at night are going to be the the fact you can't see. There are monsters and there's Captain Gestalt, depending on where in the sands you end up.
Is he going to give us something?
He could.
Well, it's dangerous to go alone. He's supposed to give us something.
Well, you're not alone.
I mean, if you count us all as one entity, we're alone.
Yeah, I don't do that.
My mental image of Wreck has now included a green jerkin and a green silly hat.
I mean, there might be a hat in the future.
So as you all are discussing what you want to do, if you want to continue traveling, if you want to stay here, where are you having this discussion, by the way?
I've been having this
In the
entire
sky.
debate in my head, so I haven't even said any of this out loud besides the talking to the merchant.
We're standing on a
Uh,
roof like Batman.
I presume by now we're walking away from the merchant's booth and the merchant we talked to.
I would assume so, yeah.
So there's no inn. Is there a tavern?
Yeah, there's a tavern.
Alright, Gavon's gonna head to the local tavern then.
All right. Are you two following Gavon?
Sure.
Swift?
Sure.
Cool. So you find a local tavern. It's kind of dead in here. There is the main area is quiet. There's a bunch of tables, but only about one or two people sitting at them. And there's a few doors surrounding that lead to private rooms. And behind the counter, you see a gentleman with red skin and soft orange yellow hair. He's just kind of gently wiping away something off of the bar in front of him that is not in the best of shape. He looks up and he goes, "Oh, customer. Welcome."
I am going to walk up to the proprietor.
What currently we have cactus water. Yeah.
Insert cactus juke from Avatar joke here.
Yep. The quenchiest.
Let's not get high.
But then I got do you have food also?
Yeah, I can make you some food.
Would like 3 cactus waters and 3 of whatever today's special is.
2.
Excellent.
All right. Sit here, and I'll have that shortly. And he just goes next to the bar, opens the door, and just yells something behind it.
Gavon will sit where he indicated.
God, you guys traveled to a shitty part of the world.
So we have been informed.
Could be worse.
You're funny, kid.
I mean, it could be on fire.
Look at me. I'd be in heaven if this place was on fire.
Gavon just slowly lowering his face into his palm.
I just want to say I love that our stat screens on your screen are all 4 levels lower.
Yeah, I have to really sit down and update those. I've been really bad about that.
That said, Gavon is going to pull out the map we have.
Uh-huh.
folded over to just show this part of the world right now.
Okay.
And what's the name of the next village we need to stop in?
If you choose to stop in this next village, that is Corton.
I'm thinking we almost have to just to check our supplies and stuff. Tell me, sir, have you had any news from Corton lately?
No, but it's probably the same shithole we have here.
I see.
Yep.
Are you aware of any unusual dangers in the crossing to that town?
Oh, watch out for the sand or the sea sand.
The sea sand.
Yeah.
What pray tell is sea sand? I'm afraid deserts are not my home environment.
All right. So it's sand, right? But it's
Go on,
loose, like the sea.
Could one sink into it?
Oh, very quickly.
Quicksand?
Kind of, but like you could also swim in it if you're strong enough.
Could one cross it with a boat?
Easily.
Gavan's just like the gears in the back of his head are turning.
I almost went Dr. Seuss.
The pockets of it between us and Corton are small, so you don't really need a boat. A canoe might help, but a boat would be unnecessary.
You wouldn't happen to know where we could acquire a canoe for portage, would you?
Nope. We had canoes, but well,
I understand. Needs of the war and all.
mm-hmm. That very important war that has to be fought. God bless the North. And you can hear in his voice, he's like, fucking hell.
Yeah, the back of Gavan's just like suppressing a wince.
After a moment, you are all served 3 cups of slightly green liquid, as well as 3 bowls that have a similar colored liquid with chunks of probably meat.
This isn't peyote, is it?
No.
Okay.
I love the probably meat.
Either meat or a really convincing cactus.
The meat substitute. The Impossible Burger.
Gavan will do his best to enjoy the repast.
Do his best he shall. It is
Edible.
barely. Gavan, you recall your days in the academy and in the military doing as you did. And like you were given gruel and you were given food that you would describe as ambitious to be edible. And right now, as you take your first bite of whatever this might be meat is, you yearn for the days of eating that what would ambitiously be called food.
Gavan would do his best to not show it on his face.
There's like this moment of like,
Yup.
well, tastes good. To the rest of you, this is the worst shit you've ever eaten. Especially Alessandra, who I'm assuming has never had below a 2-star meal.
I'm imagining Gavan is just stoically eating like, yep, field rations. And the two of them are just like trying not to like gag. Like the way everyone else in the Animaniacs does when Wacko starts eating disgusting stuff.
Oh, I
I
will
don't
say
know, I ate
this.
a flying eyeball in the first episode.
I was gonna say, Rex, this kind of tastes familiar to you.
That's actually funny.
It's by no means delicious, but it's familiar.
I mean, the food in the academy wasn't ever that good, but compared to this, oh, it's
It's not so bad if you chew it with the side of your mouth.
This guy's looking at you, he's like, y'all can be honest, it's shit. I know it's shit. You know it's shit. The chef knows it's shit. Everyone knows it's shit.
Reminds me of my days at the Night Academy.
And as you all are talking a little bit, you hear the front door, ambitiously called a door, open and close as someone walks in. And the man just gestures to another door. And you hear footsteps. You're free to turn around if you'd like.
I take it there's no mirror behind the bar.
Nope.
Do you think they have money for?
You think that shit wouldn't be taken for the war effort?
Yep.
I mean, I'll glance over my shoulder. I'm not going to get up and turn around.
As you glance over your shoulders, or your shoulder, you notice a slightly familiar purple cloak rushing to a door on the side.
You know, I don't even know why this is familiar.
It's true. You see it and you're like, that's kind of familiar.
You know what? I'll poke Gaban and be like, do you know that person?
Gaban will take a glance.
Go on, you kind of catch this person as they are rushing through a door. So you only really see the cloak, and there's this moment of like, how would I... The cloak! The cloak! That's the bitch that was doing healing magic. The cloak is familiar to the battle at the fucking border town.
Gaban is trying very hard not to freeze up with recognition.
I mean, I don't.
Gaban is then going to deliberately turn back to his food and continue eating.
Yeah, guess not.
Alessandra, what are you doing while this is happening?
I'm vomiting to the side.
mostly he is sucking down whatever water she can get her hands on to try and clear out the aftertaste.
This water is definitely water. Yep, definitely not just a little bit. Just it's definitely not a non-Newtonian liquid or anything. It's a little bit thicker than water, but it's less unpleasant than the food. It's a low bar, but it's there.
Well, you know, there was a low bar, but you know, they brought a shovel.
But with that, you all finish your meal. A little bit of small talk with the tavern keeper if you want.
I mean, I don't know what I would.
Are there any questions that anyone would want answered?
He's going to turn to the proprietor again, Gavan is,
Uh-huh.
and going to ask if the proprietor is aware of any safe places to camp between here and what's the other tavern called again?
It's Corton.
Cortan.
No, I put the spelling in our group chat. Khortan.
Khotran.
Wrong. You got the R and the T backwards.
Oh, Corton.
Cortana.
Destination. Corton. Is he aware of any safe campsites or sheltered areas we can camp in on the way there?
Fine, safe.
Sheltered from the elements?
From the elements? Yeah. Yeah, there's yeah, if you go to about here and he points on your map to an area just a little bit north of Corton. If you go there, there's definitely shelter from the elements.
Gavan will make a mark on the map.
Okay.
And I take it though that's like more than a day's travel from where we are currently.
It's like a day travel, yeah.
And would you recommend movement by day or by night with these conditions that currently exist?
Can you see in the dark?
We have torches.
I'd suggest day.
Gavan's just quietly taking notes in his book as he considers their options.
Think about it. If you're walking, or if you're a night creature, and you're running around at night, and you see something lit up, aren't you gonna go and eat it?
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, hopefully you, where are y'all traveling to anyway? You're a weird bunch of people.
We were given a task to deliver missives to one of the border towns of Phaedron.
Oh,
We know not what they contain. We were told to keep them sealed.
fair enough then. I wish you luck.
We appreciate it.
I'd like everyone to roll me double insight, by the way.
Okay.
Time to roll horribly.
Right.
Insight's 8s for me, I think.
Tens. Where are my tens?
Where are my sixes?
No, it says my 6.
Hey, give me the dice. Get in there, other dice. I got a 9.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay. Come on, Yosh. It's all up to you. I saw it. I saw it happen.
I'm gonna take that 10, honestly.
All right, so a total of 10?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't know what just happened there, Miles.
Well, here's what's happening. The bartender or the tavern keeper seems very interested in what y'all are talking, to the point where he's just kind of leaning forward and tapping his foot.
Be more obvious if you tried.
I'll let you know what the fuck he's doing. He's just very interestedly leaning forward.
No, I know. Gavan will nod his thanks, for, pay for the meal, and gather his things.
Okay.
How much was the meal, by the way?
You're leaving?
3 Zenit. Man says, normally I would charge you 15, but quite frankly, for this slop, I'd feel terrible.
Gavan's going to toss an extra 2 as a tip.
Oh, thank you. By the way, I need everyone to roll me a double brawn.
Oh boy.
Yep,
A what?
double
Brawn or
brawn. Body. My bad.
Wait, body with what? I'm confused.
Same.
Might.
Might?
God damn it. Y'all, I play too many fucking tabletops.
Oh, I called out might 3 times, by the way.
I heard body and I'm like,
I heard
What?
body as well.
That'll be a 15.
perfect.
I got a 5. I got a 5.
I got a 4.
5 and a
At
4.
least at least I wasn't at the bottom.
So you all get your stuff together and you begin walking out, and like you barely make it to the door. Alessandra and Rex, your stomachs are not happy, and you immediately feel fatigued as you are slowly like, oh.
I'm gonna go find a hole.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this place would have bathrooms. So I'm gonna go find a hole.
Yeah.
You run out to find a hole.
Confidence.
Oh, it's as you guys are running out, like you realize you do have a bit of food poisoning. Gavon, you're fine.
Well, let's just watch them like it wasn't that bad.
I rolled 2 10s and got a 1 and a 4.
Fucking fantastic. So, Gavon, I need you to roll me in another double insight as they are doing stuff, trying to get rid of this food poisoning.
Using the hole.
Using the hole.
Where's it? It's down the hole. Man, how old?
Where does your girlfriend work? In the hole.
That appears to be an 8.
An 8? All right. As you are watching them try and deal with business,
Why are you watching?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm not even watching. It's more of just like a kind of that look someone gets where it's like, that was a fine meal. What are you guys on about?
There's a moment, Gavon, where a bunch of people suddenly surround you with their hands cupped, just, Sir, you have money, right? You have food? You have water? Anything, please. And like you are surrounded by a crowd, and it does not take long for them to start putting hands on you to try and take what you've got.
They're putting their give them the hands. They're putting their hands on you.
What would you like
Give
to
them
do?
the hands.
Very gently but forcibly going to use the haft of his axe to brush them aside.
All right,
Not like trying to hurt them, just like
I'm gonna have you roll a double might.
Oh boy.
Here's the thing. I have an idea of what the goal is. Rolling well means you are not going to hurt them. Okay? Is it? Please tell me.
crit.
Please tell me crit
That's a
fumble.
10.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
That's a double 10.
You
That's
are
20.
you are able to get
That's a legit nat 20, bitch.
so. Oh, fuck it is. Yoshi, so Yoshi, you generate an advantage as you very, very gently are like shoving people off of you and not hurting them, but you are very much dissuading them. And like as you're pushing them off of you, they even are like like dispersing a bit. What advantage would you like to generate, if any at all?
I'm actually looking at the list now, so give me a little bit.
Take your time.
I'll think of how I want to handle this.
I was reading Unmasked and I thought that said you learn the goats and motivations of a creature.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta learn about the goats.
I'm torn.
It's like learning about the birds and the bees, but just learning that someone's an asshole.
No, learning the goats means you just scream really loudly.
And are an asshole. Goats are assholes.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
So many choices.
What would be information lost item mask?
Quick, make Alessandra make a faux pas.
What?
I'm actually going to go with unmask.
Okay. And
That felt too coordinated.
okay. I'm gonna have you roll me a d12.
I can do that. That'll be another 10.
All right. So you kind of are watching this crowd as they've dispersed away from you, and you're watching them very closely. Like I need to know if what is going on? Why did they suddenly do this?
Yep.
And it's as you notice, one of them seems to get to a spot where they think you can't see them, and they seem to start counting some zenith.
Gavan is going to walk over to them.
Okay. They have not noticed you. They seem to be lost in the zenith.
Gavan is going to walk up as close as he can to this person without saying anything.
Okay, you are towering over them from behind.
And just very quietly. Would you like to share what you found there?
And he throws the zenith into the air. It doesn't even make it to the ground. A bunch of people just run out, grab it, and run
I'm
off.
actually going to ask, actually, when he throws it in the air, can I try to roll dexterity to catch it?
Sure. Roll me a double dex.
Oh, come on, Dex, don't fail me now.
I should make it clear, Yosh, this is not your zenith that he has, by the way.
No, I know. That's a 9.
That's a 9. You're able to catch about 15 zenith, but the rest of it just out of your grasp.
Yep, nope. That I attained the goal I wanted.
No. So you grab this 15 zenith, and the rest is just snatched out and just gone. And this man is like, he literally just collapses like, I finally had money.
Once again, if you were cooperative,
Okay. What do you need to know?
you paid for.
What?
What were you paid for?
I was paid to go and beg you for money or food or what, or just kind of beg you for anything, really. I could have begged you for attention. I just didn't want it.
And by who? And Gavan leans into the man's face when he says that, by the way.
Roll me a double willpower.
That's
What are
11.
you doing?
11.
Get dice.
So you kind of leaning in on this man. You're just like, so who paid you? And he, for a brief moment, seems to realize what he said, looks to the left, looks to the right, looks to the
I'm gonna jingle the zenith in my hand.
and then disappears into the sky.
Her name is her name is Zendria.
Thank you. And Zatan's gonna reach out, take one of his hands, cup it upward, and drop the 15 cent in it and walk away.
Whew. And the dude like takes the money, does the sweat wipe and just sprints. He runs.
I have always wanted to pull that with someone.
I am glad I get to let you live your dreams, Yosh.
There was stick in his feet, so he tripped.
What was the name?
Zendria. It's in the group chat.
Is that X or Z?
Z.
I guess it's wrong.
You
It would
tend
be-
to when I'm spelling names.
It would be very funny if someone threw a stick in his feet, so he tripped.
Is that what Rex is doing while throwing up in a hole?
Maybe. That would be dexterity, right?
Yep. Rex just picks up a stick, like, why is this in my way? And throws it.
Swifty, it's my moon pattern all over again with the giant.
Oh no.
That's a 14.
Sure enough, Rex, you throw a stick behind you. Just, why is this in my way? And Yosh, you have walked away, and like you hear son of a ting 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 ting, no! And like if you turn around, you see this man has tripped over a stick, and all of that Zenit was taken away.
Kavan's not even going to turn to look. Kavan's just going to keep walking back to where he left everyone.
Cool, guys, don't look at pricks. Got it. Wait. Alright, so Kavan just fucks off. Back to where everyone is.
Kavan got what he wanted.
That's fair.
This man did not behave honorably, so Kavan feels no need to defend him.
I mean, that guy got the karma he wanted. Or he needed, I mean. You got what you deserved.
Got what you deserve.
Oh my god, I just read all full-paced comments about the interrogation.
So after like a couple of minutes, Rex and Alessandro, you feel about as good as you're gonna feel.
Kavan's just standing there behind them.
I feel about
putting
3
a
pounds
prop
lighter.
on his hips, like, are you? And with like one eyebrow cocked, like, are we done here?
Now I will say, mechanically, you both are still going to be suffering from slow and weak. But
Oh, that's great.
that is all you will be suffering from.
Hmm.
Also, if you hear a rapper, Grizz definitely didn't just get me a Hostess cupcake from my fridge.
Fine. Where's mine?
In the fridge.
Right?
Dex and my we're lowering.
Alright,
our best
well,
stats.
3 hours. I need to drive up there.
Well, no, we gotta pause for like 4 or 5 hours because you gotta drive up here,
Yeah.
get it, and then go home.
No. I'll bring my laptop with me so I can continue playing from there.
Why not just run a hotspot on your way to or on your way over? Then we don't even have to pause.
Because that's how safe to drive.
I didn't say it was.
I mean, the train exists.
The train does not pass close enough to where she lives.
Which is hilarious because I live very close to a train station.
Yeah, but it's not the train I can take though.
Believe me, bro, I get it. I was trying to figure out taking a train down to your area for another friend some years ago, and the train would have taken 9 hours. Our took 2.
Yeah, it sounds
no, you're
about
not wrong. I did the Amtrak down here from one of the big stations in the tri-state, and that took like 8 hours for some ungodly reason.
Amtrak moments.
That was an Amtrak, no less.
See, Gallifrey gets it.
You know, it's funny. I just looked it up.
Yeah, exactly.
The train.
We're,
I just looked up. The
I'm gonna
train
officially
from-
declare a break while I eat this Hostess. By the way,
Okay.
look, I got a cupcake. I want to eat this cupcake, and I'm not gonna do that while trying to DM. In the words of Brennan Lee Mulligan, the problem is that I talk from the same hole that the food goes.
You talk through your pie hole.
Have you seen that clip, Yosh?
No, actually.
Oh my god. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on.
Did I just accidentally quote something?
No. No, I was talking about the quote that I made.
Oh.
Give me 1 second to pull this up. Of course, I'm gonna let chat watch it as well. That's just nice. Oh, I don't really have a... Yeah, that'll work. Turn that on. And then let me share this also to Discord so y'all can see it there.
Alright, I see Matt Mercer. I don't recognize the other two top of my head.
So this is Brennan Lee Mulligan, who is every DM stream, and I don't remember the other person, unfortunately. Chat, please let me know who that is, because I can never remember her name. Thank you.
Abria? Abria?
So, oh, I'm gonna snooze this.
Snooze. Can I hear anything? There it is.
What do you mean there's no sound? Hold on. Hold on. Should be so. Oh, I see why. I see what happened.
Oh. Scuffy, 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 scuff, scuffy, scuff, scuffy, scuff, scuffy.
I found what happened. You're so right. You still can't hear? The fuck?
Weird.
Try this then.
It's okay to
So
Who's
fuck
better
I
with
just,
then?
all right?
Before we
There
I
we go.
just realized the reason I wear
do have
larger
important
shirts than I
questions.
should is because my
What are your
shoulders don't
favorite
fit
D&D
on
snacks?
medium shirts.
Yeah, Brennan.
Let me be clear.
Come on, you little hobbit.
This was put into this
Oh,
fucking
hey, it's
questionnaire
Matt Mercer.
to come for me.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna explain something.
Mhm.
If you're at home and you're afraid to tell your gaming group that you're a snacker, I've got your back. Okay.
No, that's
Because
a
it's
handsome
okay to
man.
fucking snack. All right. When you're out there, let some of us sweat from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep. Some of our bodies are betraying us constantly. Would I have chosen this paper white, fur covered, constantly sweating body? No, I wouldn't have. Does it require constant almonds? Yes. Almonds all the time. Okay? And I'm not going to apologize because these two fucking elevated beings, these two hovering, what are the pre-Skexy, pre-mystic light beings from the Dark Crystal? Oh, God. You two, some of us are pod people, okay? I'm a little podling, and I need to snack. If I could have another mouth in my back so that I could, the biggest obstacle in my GMing all right, is that the same place I talk from is where the food needs to go.
What are you going to get him for Christmas?
A mouth in my bag. So that I can have a friend shoveling salami into an open furnace in my torso while I narrate. And I'm not sorry. I like to snack. To answer your question, almonds.
I fucking love listening to Brennan Lee Mulligan rant. It's so good. It's always so
Straight
good.
up rant.
It is always so good listening to him rant. Oh. So how y'all doing? How's everyone doing? If you gotta run around, take a break, commit an atrocity.
I gotta go fight 5 people.
That Ariel losing her shit is amazing. It's true. I love that rant because of the fact that Brennan Lee Mulligan is like these two elevated beings. It's like Brennan, that's exactly how everybody on the internet feels about you.
I'll be right back.
All right. Would kill to play at her table. I would kill to be at Brennan's table. I feel like Brennan's table would be a great time. I would have to make sure I bring the right character because I would not subject Brennan Lee Mulligan to Zatan. Yosh knows. Yosh. Volpe knows too, actually. Volpe is very well aware of Zatan. No. It was 5 points. It was 5 points.
I know you can't hear it. Somewhere inside me, my inner DM is weeping hysterically.
Because I brought up Zatan.
Yup.
You ain't the only one. Neil also DM'd Zatan. Neil was the OG.
Neil, we need to form a therapy group.
Volpe had an orgy with Zatan. Yeah, but you spelled his name wrong. First off, there's not nearly enough Q's. Secondly, even if we ignore all the letters he adds due to his own insanity, his name is Zettahn. Middle name The. Last name Mad. That is his legal and true name is Zatan the Mad. Oh. I'm actually excited. I'm going to be joining a Lancer game soon. Oh.
Mecca.
I was talking about it previously. How I've built a mech that I've realized has terrifying
That's the thing you were telling me about.
yeah, where I could literally just shut people's cockpits and lock them as their mechs are fucking exploding. Like, imagine that, yo. It's just, oh, my mech's overheating, it's about to explode. Let me hit the eject button.
No.
Let me hit the eject button. Eject! Eject!
Honestly, that is the absolute most metal heavy gear thing I could think of to do in Lancer.
I didn't realize that I had set up this synergy until I was looking over my sheet and went, oh.
Ew.
Oh. Because here's the thing. If I
Question, what do you name the mech?
Phantom System.
I'm actually impressed you didn't name it Zatan.
No. I'm not playing Zatan. I'm playing a character named Virus.
That sure sounds like a mech named Zatan.
No. Here's things that this mech can do. First off, if I hit a target with a tech attack, I then get to make a free melee attack against them. Once a round. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yep.
If a target is hit with a tech attack, they get to be hit once a round. let's see. I have what's called activate IFF spoof, which make a tech attack against an enemy. Oh boy. On a success, the enemy's locked on, and until the end of my next turn, the enemy cannot clear lock on by any means, including being consumed by an attack. I declare you locked on till my fucking turn.
What shenanigans did I come back to?
I am telling Yosh all about my Lancer mech,
You
the
have
Phantom
told
system.
me previously about this mech. I'm still horrified by this mech. I still think you should have named it fucking Satan.
Here's the thing: I've made updates. Here's a fun invade action. Until the end of the target's next turn, they take the first. I'm sorry. Until the end of the target's next turn, they take 2 heat whenever they attack. Before they attack, they take 2 heat. Which, by the way,
Snack.
what?
Here's my cue to go find a snack.
Yeah. Fun fact: anytime we succeed on an invade action, by the way, I immediately deal 4 heat. Let's see. I can give my melee weapons thrown 5, or just add 5 to thrown weapons. I've got turret drones. I can make it harder to hit me. I have done so much just to make this mech the biggest pain in the ass I could make it. The downside is my mech is very fragile. Alyss sends people and machine. Well, but you can't just fucking say that. You can't just say I send people into heat. At least in the case of mechs, it's actually good, or it actually makes sense. Yeah, this is actually one of like 5 different characters I was debating playing, and then eventually I was just like, you know what? No, I'm gonna settle on this one. By the way, that's just what the mech does. That's not even my pilot's abilities. I have built a monster. Fucking jam cockpit, disable life support, hack slash. It's bad. It's bad, chat. I am a literal threat. I cannot wait to have to fight a mech that has 400 fucking heat because I just keep overheating them. Sounds like a fun night. Yeah, you would think so.
You would think.
Still can't believe this coin. I'm in danger. Chat, there's some really cool shit coming, though. I hope y'all are excited. Also, chat, just so you know, if I stream tomorrow, it's going to be later in the day. It's not going to be the normal time. So keep that in mind. I have got some plans earlier in the day.
Madness.
Madness. Madness, you say. This is Fabulous Misfits! And interesting, cool shit, just the hot ones. But like, cool shit though. I got cool shit coming.
Are we back or is?
Yoshi went for a snack.
Oh, okay.
I should
It's-
get a snack too.
Yeah. Yoshi went to get a snack because he heard everything that my mech can do in Lancer. He's like, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm just, I don't know, tired.
I get that. Do you want us to wrap up early?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I mean, we usually go for another half hour to an hour anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just dreading, and I'm excited for patch 8 for Baldur's Gate, but I'm also terrified because I don't know what's going to happen to mods. When they released patch 7, most of the mods that were released broke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Everyone had to go back and convert all their mods, and I don't even know how they did that. And
So
it took
another
like a month to figure out.
So in other words, Common Power Ranger Rider through Baldur's Gate has to probably go on hold while you figure that out, huh?
Well, maybe they didn't break anything this time, but I know that there's all new subclasses for every class in patch 8.
What they're coming out with a new one for Thief and Fighter?
I remember specifically Bard because I was telling Nova it would fit better because it's the College of Glamour. I want to change my subclass.
Let's see,
When
we
that
got
happens.
College of Glamour, Path of Giants, Death Domain for Cleric. Ooh, I can play the original Alyss Sable. Druid has the
I want to
Circle
be
of
a Swarm
Stars.
Keeper.
Paladin has Oath of the Crown. Fighter is Arcane Archer? Ooh. Ooh, I'm changing my subclass for Fighter.
I'm changing my
Boom,
subclass for
boom,
Ranger.
boom,
I'm going to
boom,
be a
boom.
Swarm Keeper.
Thank you for the sub, Volpe! Yeah, it has been a long time.
If I get to level 7 as a Swarm Keeper, I can fly. Only 30 feet, but I can fly for 30 feet.
Ooh, Hex Blocks! They're bringing Hex Locks!
I'm trading in my bear for a bunch of moths.
I'm trading in my superiority die for Arcane Archer.
I didn't
Banish
even look
foes
up.
to the Feywild, removing them from the battlefield for a turn or unleash psychic damage. What the fuck? This is not Archer. What the fuck? I can't wait to see it.
I'm looking at the glamour stuff.
Uh,
Apparently, Mantle of Inspiration means that if the people you give that to get hit, the person who hits them gets charmed.
Interesting.
Yeah, if someone hits you with a melee attack and you have the Mantle of Inspiration, then they get charmed.
Interesting.
Because apparently that's how that works. I'm not going to question it. It's
You excited to get back to Abridged Memories on for next week?
we'll figure that out when that happens.
Fair enough. I'm excited for it.
I don't want to look at the subclasses for bards. I want to look at all subclasses.
I was just looking at a list, so I don't even have like a good link to send you.
That's fine. I'm just currently. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's giant death domain. Yeah, circle of stars. That starry form dragon.
Yeah, Volpe, they want to keep that game capped at 12 or level 12. Because they're too much of cowards. Not like Paizo, who's like, fuck you, we're just going to put a full level 20 campaign into a video game.
I want Way of the Drunken Master as well.
Nothing
That would
says
be such a
Common
good
Rider
class.
like getting fucking drunk.
Ooh, Swashbuckler. There's Hexblade, or if anyone wants to be a warlock.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, since we're in the middle of break, hi Mick.
Let me see, because there's Hexblade for warlock, and then blade slinging for wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like.
Combine the
I
two,
guess-
you have ultimate power. But you've also
Is he-
used about half your fucking levels.
Most
Hi,
of your levels,
Volte! Have a great night, my friend.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I believe everyone is back now.
Yep.
as back as I'm gonna be.
Well, let's power through for a little bit longer. At least figure out what you guys are in the mood to do. See if Yoshi ever checks his fucking gear and go on from there.
I thought I said I checked my gear for anything missing already.
I didn't hear you say it.
Oh, do I
So-
have anything missing?
So as you check your gear, you have almost everything. You are missing what you need to get into Phaedron.
Is that it?
Yep.
That's no good.
Well, you have a lead.
Yup.
Question is, what will you do with that information?
Go beat up the person.
I don't remember. Did we hear the name of the healer in the battle?
I do not believe you did.
Mm, my notes. Nope. Okay. All right.
Wait, we're not storming a castle today.
Gavon is going to look at the two of them
Wait,
and
two of who?
raise the Vulcan eyebrow.
Hmm.
Are we done?
Well, there's nothing left to come out.
Excellent.
As good as I will be.
Because while you two were busy watering the bushes, we have been pickpocketed.
What's this wee shit? We were throwing up in a fucking hole.
Mhm.
Yes, and thus I was left uncovered. It appears that our visa to enter Phaedron has been purloined.
Well, we should probably get that before they escape.
Mhm.
Yes, we should.
Because I'm pretty sure that means they can go.
I believe I know where to start.
Well, then.
Yvonne is going to about face and walk right back into the tavern.
Okay.
Ignore the proprietor and walk straight to the door we saw the road woman walk into
Okay.
and throw the door open.
It is locked.
I kick the door open.
Roll me double might.
Alright, I have to use D8s because I'm not
Mhm.
feeling good. Well, that's only a 6.
So Rex, you step in front of Gavon. You still got a little bit of like crap on your face from the hole, and you lift up your foot and you plant it firmly against the door and knock. The foot kind of hurts a little bit.
It's okay. My intention was to knock. That's what everyone's gonna have to think.
So, I realize I was probably just talking on mute by accident.
Yeah.
So, Gavon watches Rek do this. And Gavon smiles fondly. And just very, very gently reaches down and nudges Rek aside.
Mhm.
And turns back to the door, and in the same motion, whips his axe off his back and rams into the door as hard as he can.
Roll damage.
4 to 14, by the way, for
Roll-
the hit.
Okay, what's your high roll plus your damage?
High roll damage and all bonuses, that is going to be 30 bolt damage.
So, you gently shoving Rex aside,
No, I won't even shove. I literally just quietly nudge him aside like a small child.
Yep. and then just the fluid motion, axe drawn, door shatters. And
I'm like a grunt of effort. And by the way, as soon as it shatters, he's just calmly standing there, the axe still extended in the follow through, looking through the doorway, and said, "Excuse me, it appears we weren't invited to the party."
you notice that in this room is the robed girl,
Mhm.
currently sitting on a bed, holding a book. You can tell she was reading it. She's sitting on a bed. She looks absolutely terrified as she is looking up to you. She has silver hair that is partially peeking out from the hood and soft purple eyes.
Is there anything else besides the bed in the room?
There's a table and a dresser.
No chair or stool?
No chair or stool.
Is there a chair or stool in the tavern's main room near enough for me to grab?
Yeah,
So, is it a stool or a chair?
chair. It's a
Come on.
rickety chair, but it's a chair.
Gavon is going to grab the back of the chair, walk into the room, and as he's walking in the room, he's sheathing the axe,
Mm-hmm.
shoves the chair up next to the bed, not touching the bed, but close enough to it,
Mm-hmm.
the back of the chair facing her, and does the Riker maneuver into the chair, folding his arms over the back of it, and says, "I think it's time we were properly introduced, don't you?"
How hard do you sit down?
Gavon is mindful of the chair's working nature.
Good. Good answer. Good answer. Just drops weight
I
on the
am-
chair.
I-
Chair shatters. Still
No, I
holds
am-
the back of the chair
What
while
you're
holding
telling
the sit.
me- What you're telling me
Is
is
it
that
bad? I was actually really tempted to do that.
It'd be great. Then,
Javon is squatting. That's what we're telling. That's what you're telling me.
basically, the woman looks at you
By the way,
confused and goes, "Well,
I would like to add, by the way, Gavon is smiling, and that smile does not go past his lips.
so real quick, you said we have not, or it's time we properly are acquainted."
I believe the time we were properly introduced to each other.
I would too, considering you just shattered the door to the room I'm staying in at the moment.
I apologize.
And
for
she
its-
genuinely looks terrified.
I apologize.
As
but
she
it's more
should.
expedient than to continue beating around the bush and trying to bash each other's skulls in.
Why? Huh? Why are you trying to brush my... What?
You don't remember me, do you?
I don't know who you are.
What was the name of that spearman again? I'm trying to remember. I have it written down somewhere.
The spearman's name is Dartol.
And that was the same battle we met the healer in, right?
That was the same battle you met the healer in, yes.
Perhaps you remember our mutual acquaintance, Dartol Vixame?
You know Dartol?
Yes. I was the guy who nearly chopped his arm off when you healed him.
I'm not allowed near him. What do you mean?
Really?
Yeah,
Am I allowed to roll an insight to see if she's lying?
you are.
Am I allowed to pretend I'm trying to figure that out?
You are.
Yeah, let's
You
do
are.
it.
You are free. You are free to pretend as much as you want.
Okay.
That's a 9,
What?
by the way.
Yosh, she has no idea what the fuck you're talking about. As far as you are aware, she has no fucking idea.
What was the
Likely
name of that city again?
excuse.
What was that, Yosh?
What was the name of that town again that was attacked?
Well, so Seiren was attacked. But that wasn't.
Out with Dart Toll, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't where Dartol was. That was. Fuck, I'm genuinely forgetting locations.
Was that
That's the-
Ithun?
Yes, Ithun. Thank you.
So you've never been to Ithun then?
No. No.
And you've never met Guilford then?
Who?
Fascinating. You know
Guilford the
Dartford,
Iron Knight.
And you don't know Guilford, and you've never been to Ithun, you claim.
Yeah.
And yet you match the description of the woman who took Dartford from that battlefield.
I'm very confused. At this point, the tavern keeper runs over and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Ron ignores him, by the way.
Rex looks at him and says, "We're solving a murder."
What do you
I just
mean? Who got
nudged.
murdered? What the
The
fuck?
villagers of Ithun. This is all Gavon says without turning without turning away from the woman.
You said, Varicia, did you have anything to do with what these people are talking about? No, I've never been to Ithun. There you go. She's innocent. What the fuck are you doing?
Then you don't know Zendora?
Who? It's Zendria, by the way, not Zendora.
Sorry. Presume I said Zendria.
Yeah, she still is genuinely confused. Rex and Alessandra, if you're looking at this tavern keeper, please roll me a double insight.
Okay.
Okay, that's my lowest stat overall ever.
Well, it's my highest, so maybe we'll come out okay. She says, about to roll a 1.
I actually crit with a 10 with 2 5s.
Okay, I rolled a 4, so
So, Alessandra, you look at this tavern keeper, and the memory of the food comes back, and you just cover your mouth, and you're like, and you look off to the side. Rex, you're watching him, and as the name Zendria is dropped, this man goes from calm to panicked, and
I'm
then
gonna
back
reach
to
up and grab
calm.
his collar.
All right,
What?
and back to calm. You grab him by the collar, like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
What do you know?
By the way, so do I hear the scuffle of Rek grabbing the tavern keep?
You hear, "What are you doing? What do you know?"
Gavon is going to reach into his pocket, pull out 5 zenny, and place them in the young woman's hands. Apologies, I just need to get the tavern keep talking. And then he's going to get up from the chair and walk over to where Rek is holding onto the tavern keep.
This man
It's
looks
really funny because I'm probably strong.
Coordinate this without planning is the really impressive part, honestly.
the man looks genuinely terrified. He's like, "Please don't kill me."
Well, I do prefer to not resort to wanton violence. It is officially against my code, as it were.
That's good.
That said, my code also injuncts me to deliver justice and punishment to those who would violate my body, and my persons, and my possessions.
Well, I haven't done that, unless you're talking about the food, but you asked for that.
No, we are speaking of Zendria.
Oh,
Like, Gavon's smile gets even colder.
I'm surprised Zendria put her hands on you and didn't kill you.
Well, I was hoping you might tell me why.
I don't know.
And then Rex is going to tighten his hands around the collar.
I don't work. I don't. Look, I do not report directly to her. I interact with her sparingly, and that's it.
Perhaps because when we left your establishment.
What was that?
I said perhaps such as when we left your establishment this afternoon.
No, I had no reason to report you to Zendria. Why would I report you then? How would I have reported you? Nobody's been in here.
I was sincerely hoping you would tell me.
I can't tell you something I don't know.
And yet, you are the only one we have spoken with in this town who knows our stated goal and destination, and would know we would possess items that would allow us to reach our destination. And those items were specifically what was stolen off us.
What?
I'm gonna quickly do a strength check to see if I can do something. Which, you know,
I love how the tavern keep is just like stuttering now.
Yep.
not great. It was only a 5.
What were you trying to do?
I was going to lift him up and slam him on the ground.
You go to lift him up, but in your weakened state, you're barely able to lift him in, and she's like, oh, okay. Look, put me down. I will get you what you want. Whatever it is, I'll get it for you. I don't care what it is. I'll make it happen.
I'd like to have a conversation with Zendria.
Anything else? And he's got like the biggest like please say yes smile.
Yvonne doesn't answer, and his smile just becomes harder and flintier.
As seconds pass, the tavern keeper's smile starts getting like slowly more towards a frown, or he's like, not gonna budge on that, huh?
Well, I can either talk to her, or I can see how many of your joints I can break in 5 seconds.
Got it. I just need to go over to the tavern and I can get Zendria for you.
Rick, let him go.
Then Rex gently puts him down and then gives him a quick like tightening, like he's gonna strangle him, and he says, "Remember, if you lie to us, I know how long a person can hold their breath."
Oh boy, you're terrifying for a child.
That just went river cam right there. That was I can
Wow.
kill you with my mind shit. Holy
Like I
fuck.
said, he
And
I you're
just
terrifying
smile.
for a child.
And then Rex lets go, and he just smiles and just walks.
Alessandro, you were
walks back.
saying?
Oh, Sandra just absolutely
Smile.
privately
A
occurred.
hand is very subtly resting on the grip of my baton.
So this man, as
By
soon
the way, as soon as he leaves the room, what was the young woman's name again? I forgot.
it was Varicia.
Ah, before I forget,
Hmm?
Marissa, was it?
Yes.
Should you have the chance, could you deliver a message to Guilford Dartul for me?
I could. Well, I'm not allowed near Dartol. And
If
I
you could pass
and I
it
don't.
along to someone who can deliver that message, then if you would be so kind.
I think you're about to meet someone who can.
On the off chance she is unable to, I'd like to leave a message with you as well.
Sure. What's the message?
Tell him Gavon looks forward to our next bout. And then Gavon is going to twist on his heels, switch his cape, and walk right back out into the tavern. Like perfect military parade ground pace.
Okay. I don't know who that is, but I'll let him know. I don't like that you broke my door. And as you like finish your little parade march away from her, the door to the kitchen opens up as the tavern keep is whipped through it. And
I
in
love how Gavon just watches this happen. Like calmly, just like his eyes crack, the tavern keeps flight.
the man lands at your feet. He flies to your feet.
Is he conscious?
What?
Is he conscious?
Yes, and screaming.
I forget. Does Alessandra have healing magic?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Gavon just like his eyes dart to Alessandra and then down the tavern keep, and he did help us out. Would you mind?
I suppose. I'm
As-
not sure of where all of this came from, but sure. I pull out my baton
So-
and
Before you start casting anything,
Mhm.
there is something that follows him being flung out and screaming.
Mm-hmm.
As the door opens, well, the remnants of the door, and walking in very slowly, Rex,
Mhm.
you start getting your flight response again. As a woman walks in, she looks eerily similar to Rex as she's cracking her knuckles. She wears a purple robe and blue armor.
Gavon's doing the Spock eyebrow again. Sentry, I presume?
Rex is
Who-
gonna pull out his flail and hide behind Gavon.
Who wants to know?
An acquaintance of Dartul.
Friend of that fucking loser? Really? You got balls
I'm sorry,
asking
did I
for
say
me.
friend?
You did. You want to
No, I said acquaintance.
means the same to me. You're willingly an acquaintance of that fucking loser. He couldn't even succeed in an assault.
I am very well aware. I am the man who cut off his arm.
oh, you're the one I like then.
Gavon smiles. Perhaps we could
She
discuss
applauds you.
drink further?
You think I'm drinking the dog shit they serve here?
No, but you might drink this. And Dartul Gavon pulls
What's
out
wrong?
a small. Sorry, I got these confused in my head. Gavon pulls out a small silver flask.
What's in it?
Something I may have liberated from the ruins of Bethune.
She holds her hand out as if saying, throw it to me.
Gavon first upends a small sip of the flask into his own mouth to show it is not poisoned, then tosses it to her.
She sniffs it. What is it that you took?
It's whiskey.
She gives it a sniff, gives it the dry back where, you know, she doesn't put her lips to it.
Yep.
You could tell she downs the rest of what's in it, seals it up and tosses it back and goes, oh, that's the, oh. So, what can I do for you?
Well, it seems more of what we might be able to do from you, given what just happened outside.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Unfortunately, you didn't pay them enough to keep quiet.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I suppose we could continue to play this game. Or you could tell me your interest in Phaedron.
I mean, why wouldn't I be interested in it? And she starts taking a step forward. And Rex, instinctively, you step back.
Oh, I'm all the way back in the room, in that room now.
Spot.
What was that?
Yvonne's not moving from where you're standing.
Oh, I know
No,
you're
I'm-
not. I
I'm
was talking
back
about
in the
Rex.
Okay.
No, I went back in the room with that girl.
The girl is confused, but like watching you, curious.
Well, the
I
way
still have my flail out.
we could either A, spoil a lovely conversation by fighting each other for probably no purpose or gain to either side, other than maybe venting some frustration, of course. Or we could try to discuss this as civilized persons and possibly find a mutual benefit.
So you want to trade?
Exactly.
Okay. What do you have that I want?
Well, that's the question. It's really, you either do not want to.
Yosh, you're cutting out.
Sorry, clearly either A, you do not wish to be in Phaedron, or B, you require access to something in Phaedron yourself, which is why you stole the letter of visa, reputedly.
Could just want you not to be in Phaedron.
Which is true. Unless, of course, it's something in Phaedron you specifically do not want us getting to, in which case, we would be willing to agree to not deviate from our chosen path in Phaedron and what our actual objective is, versus what you may wish us to avoid. And we'd be willing to allow you to send an observer to guarantee such obedience.
Willing. You're funny. I like you, big man.
Well, I figured you were going to send someone along either way if you didn't succeed in the theft, and I figured this way we can stop pretending to fly from the shadows.
See, you got one thing kinda wrong.
Enlighten me, please.
I don't care if you go to Phaedron. I don't care if you pick a fight with us. In fact, I want you to pick a fight with us. As you see, and she starts taking steps forwards towards you. There's something I get to do by fighting you. Something you haven't even considered, because it's something you wouldn't even think to know. After all, why would you? And she stops maybe just outside of the range of your axe. So maybe
I'm
this is
hiding under the
exactly
bed.
what I want. You ever think of that, big man?
I would so hate to disappoint a beautiful woman.
At least you're smart. You'd be amazed how many people don't even consider the ramifications of that.
Ah, you see, my mother raised me well and taught me that true courtship requires understanding the other's position.
Why don't you put that big axe of yours aside and we'll settle this the right way? And she again cracks her knuckles and takes up a boxing stance.
This would have been a perfect thing for Rex if Rex wasn't currently dealing with other stuff.
Oh man, almost like this would be a perfect combatant for Rex.
Yvonne is going to remove the axe from its holster and hand it over towards Alessandra. Hold this, please.
Very well. I'll keep this safe.
Whatever happens, do not interfere.
Oh, those are my favorite words.
May I stretch first?
Of course. Wouldn't want to get yourself too, I don't know, injured. Old man like you.
Yvonne smiles and takes a couple steps back, stretches, does a couple lunges, rotates it, gives a little rotate, get the arms moving, and then steps back forward to where he originally started. Right then, any rules?
Why don't you lead the dance, big man?
Very well. And Gavon will step forward and throw the first punch.
Go for it.
Whether you want to end there or not.
Nope.
It
I know where I'm gonna end.
would be fun ending there, though.
Oh, just you wait. I'm gonna end it on the moment I think will be hilarious.
That'll be an 11 to hit.
An
Sorry,
11,
no, 12.
a 12 will connect.
I have to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
That girl sitting on the bed, does she have her legs hanging over the bed, or is she sitting all the way on the bed?
At this point, she has her legs on the bed because you're under it.
Okay. I was gonna say I was hiding behind her legs, but
I do,
I'm pretty sure it's just your high roll because you don't have brawler.
I do not. But I do have other things.
Oh boy. I'm gonna just roll this for reasons.
I'm just trying to decide what I want to use.
let's see.
Yes, this actually can be used on this. Okay, in that case, as I throw the punch, I'm going to use Blade Storm.
Okay.
Blade Storm only requires a melee attack, not an armed melee attack.
Fair enough.
So it counts as 2 attacks since it's multi.
Okay.
So she'll take 2 hits of 7 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. So you swing in, and as you're like putting in that first hit, you very quickly follow it up, and she manages to put up her arms to catch both of your fists. You still impact into her, and as she like leans back a little bit, she then just jumps forward with it's a straight jab forward towards your gut.
Okay.
And that will be a 14 to hit.
That will hit.
You're gonna take 11 points of damage as she slams her fist into you.
Cool. I get a free attack.
Get your attack, and that is where we will end with your counter attack.
Ah,
That'll hit.
15. And that would be 10 more damage.
Gonna pull that up for a moment. Perfect. Okay, and with that, we are gonna end here with the combat starting between you and this mysterious woman. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope everyone's had a riot of a time. Make sure you follow everybody who's involved here. Y'all want to
make sure give yourself 5 experience points.
Oh,
Yo-
yes.
I'll give
Do-
myself 500.
do y'all want to start letting people know where they can find you and what you're up to? Let's start with Van.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the longest thing right now.
I'm, twitch.tv/Ventura V. Just, variety people, stuff. Play games.
Got anything big coming up?
I'm currently back on hiatus until I figure something out, but I should be coming back soon.
Okay. Swift?
I'm Swift Crescendo, your friendly neighborhood Silver Dragon VTuber. I do a variety of things, RPGs, strategy simulation, and of course, lots of shenanigans with this crew. Find me on Twitch /Swift Crescendo, Blue Sky Swift Crescendo VT. And as far as coming up, we were just talking earlier about Baldur's Gate patches.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yoshi, we really gotta get back to that collab, my friend.
We do.
We really
Well-
gotta get back to that.
Well, they're gonna have
Mhm.
new classes, and I'm excited for the new classes.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh, we
And-
if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean we're still early enough. We might as well. But
Well, I am enjoying
other than that, nothing in particular coming up. I'm also semi-hiatus, but not really, but also yes. So we shall see.
All right. Yosh?
I'm Yoshi, aka Ophilus, at twitch.tv/Ophilus. We just started a new playthrough of Spaceborne 2 yesterday, with the new updates and new patches. We're also going to be starting a new playthrough on my channel of Distant Worlds 2, hopefully this weekend, with the new updated DLC there. And I believe Tuesday we're back to Stellaris, hopefully, right?
Yeah, as long as everyone's available.
Excellent. Also, as some of you know, I'm also the director of gaming for Balticon, where you will find all of us there doing multiple hybrid virtual panels.
I have
Madness.
I have to look. They sent me the schedule, and I feel like I feel like something went missing, but I couldn't tell if it was just me looking at it on mobile or not. So thank you for reminding me.
Forward me the email at my Misfits email. I think you have that somewhere.
I might. I gotta look at it first because I want to make sure. I'm not just imagining things.
Yeah, feel free to forward it to me if you think something's missing, and I can take a look at that on the back end after this weekend.
Sounds good. Yeah, and then I'll take over for the end. And for those who were here, you know me, Alyss and Dusty. I'm Alyss Sable. I'm live every day but Monday and Wednesday. Wednesdays I do every other Wednesday I do a video. Last video to go up was a review of the Digimon Frontier manga. If you want to see me get genuinely angry about something Digimon, that's going to be one of the few times it happens. Other than that, I do Digi Monday, which is a video or a series where I just do short videos talking about random Digimon. The last one to go up, I believe, was about Leomon, everybody's favorite pincushion. And yeah, so with that, I will see everybody tomorrow. I might be a little bit later than usual with my stream, depending on if I stream or not. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Goodbye.